How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2011 Lexus LX570, and this thing is a beast. Just took this on a road trip to Florida, about a 7-hour drive for me, and it performed quite well. I was fortunate enough to drive this on my trip. It is not my vehicle; it is my mother-in-law's vehicle, and it's got some good wear on it. 191,000 miles on this. As I mentioned, it's a 2011, and this thing is just solid all the way around. So I'm just going to be taking you through a tour of this vehicle today and giving you a little bit of a review. So start out with the front. It's got the classic Lexus logo right there, a little dirty, obviously from my road trip. There is a camera, as you'll see, right there in the front of the grille. So it really is ideal in parking situations. It's a great little feature right there, the camera in the front of the vehicle. Another thing that I noticed while driving this car is the headlights. Basically, when you're rounding the corner, they shift as you're turning. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a heads up. You know, when you're making a turn at night, very, very helpful in that regard. Walking around, another cool feature of this vehicle is the key system. So right now it's unlocked, and you'll notice there's a little button right here on the door handle. So the key is in my pocket, and if I just tap it, you hear the beep and it's locked. And then another cool thing, so now it's locked, it's in my pocket. I just come up to it and I put my hand on the door, it unlocks, and you're good to go. So this is a smart key, and it's a push to start. So I'll show you that in a second as we enter the cabin. But just walking around, you got your running boards here. Obviously, you have a backup license plate number there. It's a faux pas there, but maybe I'll just edit that out. But there is a backup camera on the back of this vehicle. Now, going around here even further, we just have the gas cap here, which kind of surprised me because I was under the impression that all Toyotas and Lexuses had the gas cap on the driver's side, but this has it on the passenger side. I prefer the driver's side. Just makes it a little easier for me when I'm pulling into a gas station, but maybe that's just me. But yeah, it's got a great look to it. You'll notice the lights under here. I'm not sure what this is actually. This is another camera. So I can't remember. I guess it has the 360 style camera. You know, when you're backing up, I'll have to check that out again. But I've driven this a few times, so I'm not an expert on the vehicle by any means, but it is a great vehicle, in my opinion, in just solid as a rock engine. I believe it's a V8. It's definitely a V8. I'm sure you guys probably know a lot more about it than I do, but Japanese car, very, very well built. Like I said, 191,000 miles, and still drives like it's new, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, the other thing I was going to say is kind of the only maybe downside about this car is just the premium gas. So it does get it adds up after a while, but I guess it's because the engine's so nice. It helps it run better when you're using that premium fuel. So now I'll go ahead and give you an overview of the inside. All right, now we are inside this 2011 LX570 in the driver's seat here. And as I mentioned before, there's the push start right there. You just push the button and it starts right up. Now, these vehicles are obviously very capable vehicles. Basically, I think it's like a Land Cruiser, just a luxury version of that, and they're very well known for their off-road capabilities. I myself am not, I haven't done that, unfortunately. Maybe I will one day, but I know there's a lot of kind of controls over here as it pertains to the off-road system. And I do know, I haven't done it personally, but my mother-in-law has mentioned it has the crawl mode, I believe it is, to really get that traction if you need it in a tricky situation. So it is, as far as I know, it is all-time four-wheel drive, so you don't have to turn it on. But there's definitely different options here for the off-road system. You'll see the sport and the comfort mode, and then the middle, I guess, would be kind of split the difference there. Check that out there. So yeah, it's got a lot of controls for the off-road system. Another cool thing about this vehicle is the center console. It's kind of cool, maybe not so cool, I don't know. It's definitely cool because as you can see, it is a cool box. That's right, cool box. So you can see right there, it turns on when the car comes on. So keeps drinks, pretty cold in there, or whatever you want to keep cool. So another complaint that I have, maybe not so much of a complaint, just kind of something that it's just the cup holders here in the middle. I have a huge cup here, so obviously a jumbo, but it doesn't really hold it all that well, in my opinion. I kind of had trouble with that. This little thing just, it comes up, and I guess you can adjust it to how big your cup is, but if I'm taking a turn, a sharp curb or something like that, this thing has a tendency to move, and it's not the best cup holder situation in my opinion. But there are some cup holders on the side as well, so that helps. There is a sunroof here, as you can see. We didn't take that down at all, but definitely still works. So yeah, that's kind of the main highlights here of the driver's side, and then I'll head back to the back. Moving to the back of the vehicle, it's got great room back here. I've ridden in here before, and it has great leg room. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, but definitely has plenty of leg room for me. I think for anybody, really. Great leg room back here. There's a control system back here for the climate control. You can have your own climate controls back here if you are a passenger. And wow, I didn't know that, but looks like there are heated seats back here as well. So that's really cool. There are heated and cooled seats in the front. Another cool feature that I didn't mention, but and the cup holders are a little weird as well back here, but there are some on the sides too. So that's just some quick rundown of the back here. Now I will move on to the trunk space. Moving on to the back of the vehicle. So you got your windshield wiper back here. It works very well. I utilized it on my drive back home, but this is a kind of a two-fold system here. So this part goes up, and then the bottom part comes down, kind of like a tailgate situation. So there's a little button right here, and you just pull it up. Now, it might have used to be automatic, I'm not sure, but it's not hard at all just to pull it open, and it comes right up here. And now you'll see this little lever right here, and you just pull that, and it gently goes down there for you. So you have lots of space back here. As you can see, it's still got some bags as well. And another thing that I didn't really notice, hopefully you can see this, is the side seats. So you can get, I don't know if it's two more people back here or three, but probably two. So that would be a total of 7 passengers, possibly even 8. So you can definitely haul around some passengers if you're needing to do that. But great trunk space area back here. I love the way the doors come down. Makes it really easy, like loading stuff up. And this is how, you just shut it like that, just manual. Then this is a power door right here. So you just press that, and it still works going down. So that's how that works. Overall, guys, like I said, this is a dynamite vehicle in my opinion. Solid car. Drives great. A little pricey on the gas, but give some a little bit there. Just the quality of the vehicle. It's going to last you a really long time. If you find one of these used, I would say it's going to last you a long time. If you can get one like 100,000 miles or maybe a little more. This thing, like I said, this one's at 191,000 right now, 191,000 miles. It's still going strong. I would say this thing's hopefully should last 300,000 miles. Another kind of weird thing about this vehicle that I've known from my mother-in-law having it. Apparently, there's some sort of cable in here, or not a cable, but like a hose or something like that, that's made of something like rice paper, I believe. And so we've had some mouse issues, unfortunately. It's just gotten in there and it's kind of been it chews on the rice paper. So that's just something to think about. You're not going to have a problem if you drive it, a lot as your daily driver or anything. But if you do let it sit a while, you have to be cognizant of that. But overall, guys, this is a fantastic vehicle. Going to last you a really long time. Lexus, just quality vehicles, and this is no exception. So yeah, this is my review of the 2011 LX570. Please like and subscribe this video. This is my first foray into car reviews, so I'm a car guy, I love cars. But anyway, thanks so much for sticking around and have a great day. All right, guys, back in the driver's seat. I'm just going to go ahead and start it up for you so you can hear the engine as it starts up and kind of see some of the instruments here, what they look like and that kind of thing. So here we go. As I said, it's a push to start. So you just have to have the key in the vicinity, and then you have to step on the brake and then start the engine. So you can hear the engine start there. It's definitely powerful engine, and instrument panel looking fantastic. You can change the display here, so you can see right now it's got the range there, 108 miles before I need to get some gas, and then you can different things that it'll tell you right here, tire pressure. It even tells you the spare, which is kind of cool. Yeah, just the temperature and MPG, that kind of thing. So there's also obviously a navigation system. My car, I have the Apple CarPlay, which is really nice, but this does not have that. Um, and I think you have to like update your maps, which is kind of annoying. So you would probably just, if you have this car, just stick to your phone for navigation would probably be the best thing. But it definitely helps, to have it on there. And then you see the climate is controlled here, which I don't know if I like that or not. Just the different high and low settings. The temperature is actually right here, though. And you have dual zones, actually 4 zones. My bad. Wow. And then there's just some other buttons. I don't really know what they all do here, but you can set Bluetooth up here. It's kind of a pain though. It's not really intuitive. Like you don't just turn your Bluetooth on. So there's a little bit more setup involved. All right, guys, and now we are taking off in this 2011 Lexus LS570. Drive around. Like I said, just a great ride. So smooth. Its engine shifts flawlessly. Got a lot of power. You just feel solid in this car. Nothing. This is a very capable car, I guess is what I'm trying to say, and you just feel really important. You know what I mean? That's not the right word, but I drive a Camry, so this is definitely a jump up for me. Just the bigness of the vehicle, but turning it on the highway here, and it has a great pickup. That V8 engine handles great as well. I love the steering wheel. It's got the wood and leather steering wheel. Just a great feel overall. This car does not have the cruise control that's with the radar. I can't think of the name of it. Automated cruise control, maybe, where it like keeps the distance in front of the car, but it does have cruise control. This gets 2 thumbs up for me. I love this car. So yeah, 2 thumbs up. Lexus LX 570 2011. Have a great day, guys, and see you on the next one.